So today I wanted to share this interview segment featuring Rotimi, the Nigerian American singer, songwriter, actor. You probably are, if you watched the series Power, you would recognize him. Uh, but he, in this interview, at least from the first part that I saw, is kind of describing um, the benefits to moving out of the United States and over to Africa, and why you should, uh, and how uh, the African culture, or yeah, the African culture and the African way of living uh, has been. We've been brainwashed to think that it's so bad over there. Um, but it gave me, it begged me a question, which is, you know, when I see him and a lot of other celebrities talk about, us as a collective needing to move over to Nigeria or Ghana or Africa in general, why don't they do that? Right, and we'll talk about that a little bit more after this. But that's always been my question. It's like, y'all telling us to do it, but how come y'all haven't moved over there? Or in his case, he's Nigerian. Why? How come he has not? How come he just doesn't move over there and show us? Like, I think a lot of African Americans need to see the people that we may look up to or idol actually make the transition, and then more people will do it. But again, let's watch the video. I got another video to show after this as well. So y'all let me know what y'all think on this. All right, this is a very interesting topic that seems to go around the black community a lot, but there doesn't really seem to be much action, in my opinion. Oh, I forgot. Y'all let me know what y'all think. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.
It's gonna change your mind. It's gonna change your life, bro. And then you'll start realizing, man, I should get some real estate out here. I should put some businesses out here.
I've been seeing how affordable the houses are out there.
Yeah.
And how beautiful they are too.
Exactly.
Big as hell,
Yeah,
affordable.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Like especially out here, for example, right? You put down $250 to $250,000 on a crib. You're not gonna get much, right? You're not gonna get really much, unfortunately. $250,000 back home, you building a palace, bro. You building a palace. You building an 8-bedroom on 3-4 acres. In the right place, bro. So that's the mentality that we don't have. Like, they brainwashed us so much to think that we less than when we really are that, you know? And so 250 here in New York, at one point I was paying $5,000 for a 1-bedroom apartment in Midtown, but $5,000 a month on a mortgage, I'm paying a 10-bedroom home. You know what I mean? We don't understand that. So it's our duty just to explain that. You know what I mean?
They definitely brainwashed us as kids with those little African commercial, donate to a kid.
I told y'all when I did go to South Africa, I brought that up. We really arguing. I'm arguing with we all just kicking it after the club or some shit with some cool people, and I'm telling them about that type of shit, perception. This is literally what we was told. And they was so offended, you know what I mean? But then they start saying shit about out here. I'm like, that's kind of cheesy. So what you think? What you think? That's cheesy too. That's corny. That's not how it go. You know what I mean? So I understood it though.
They control the narrative.
They control the narrative. Yeah, because again, like I said, once niggas start realizing, damn, it's lit back there. Oh, it's over. They got no more power on us. They got no more power on us.
And I agree with that. My wife's family is Nigerian, or is from Nigeria, and we've had that conversation. They understand it because they've actually, like her and her cousins are mostly Nigerian American. So, but they've seen both sides, right? But they understand it clear as day that in Nigeria, you'll see a lot of gang banging and lazy African Americans, and so that's the narrative that they're shown. And so when they come to America, a lot of the times that's how they envision African Americans, just lazy and shooting each other all day, and that's just not the case, right? That's how they perceive us to be here in America. So you can only imagine how it looks in other countries. And then on the flip side, like growing up, even for me being African American, looking out and seeing like, oh, you got, you know, in Africa they don't even have clothes. They're starving. They chasing animals down on barefoot, with their bare foot, or on foot, and so, not it wasn't until I got older that I, learned and realized that no, they have a whole entire. It's just like out here in a sense, right? They got the rich and they got the poor, they got whole, fully developed communities, and just like over here, we got people that live in fully developed communities. We've got people that live on the streets, and so, there has been a narrative, and I think a lot of people talk about this in the community, but it's not broadcasted at all in terms of the narrative that's spun on Africa here in the United States and in Africa. Like that, I'm kind of shocked that that's not really talked about a whole lot outside of having just regular conversations. Like they like he said, like they just hanging outside of the club, and and just having this conversation. I'm just having this conversation casually with people that I know, but it's not in the movies, it's not in the TV shows. Most of our celebrities don't talk about it, in this way, and it's so, it's not mainstream, and it really should be in order, to help us understand what it really looks like out there. But we'll continue on.
What power you want, man? Why you want this power? Leave us alone, man.
They just had a video.
Yeah, bro. That's crazy,
It was
man.
just a video
Shit's over
going.
with.
It was a video going viral recently. A day party in Ghana, and it was cracking.
What chance was that?
It was cracking.
Crazy, bro.
They like,
Chance of rappers out there.
they like, we got it all wrong. Like it's cracking in Africa. You know what I'm saying?
No, I got some good people out there. It's definitely, it's love. I mean, from what I see and how they show, I get FaceTime like, yo, make it out here.
Yeah.
They got their parents like, tapping in, moms, whatever, like, hey.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that shit look beautiful.
It's beautiful, bro. And great weather, beautiful women. Like, bro, everything.
And that be the part that be fucking me up, because when I be talking to a couple of people, they be talking like, as far as just bills and shit, like, and then they'll show me where they at. I be like, what? This look like you filthy rich.
Yeah.
Like, what you talking like me and you, like,
We not on the same
stressing
level.
about the same shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes, bro. Whatever you pay for this, you'd have 4 times it, bro.
And you money management is your thing.
Absolutely.
'Cause I've been, you was talking about money management and your father, helping you with the money management thing, and you going through a couple trials and tribulations, but also just, me myself, and if I had like $5,000, nigga, and I had to do some shit, nigga, I'm done. I'm
Each other.
I might spend that shit in a couple weeks, 3 weeks though. But you was, what I'm saying? You was like nailed like a needle just with that shit. Just
bro.
nitpicking at it. Like, I don't know how you know what I'm saying? Where you learned that from your father?
Yeah, so my dad was an investment banker. So I had the cheat code of how money really worked, you know what I mean? So it was always just like, listen, don't live off of the now, live off of protecting the future.
What's up, guys, man? Join the millions of fans that played on Underdog last year with yards.
I guess that was the end of the segment, but damn, now I gotta find that. Like, I didn't know that. And I found it interesting. I'm glad I watched it all the way to the end, because I found it interesting that he had on this Supreme outfit, right? Like, in my opinion, it's very hard to hear someone talk about breaking away from being brainwashed and going back to Africa and supporting us and the community, and they got one of the one of the biggest, most mainstream American hype brand, that they're wearing right now, Supreme. If y'all don't know Supreme, I don't know what to tell you, but Supreme was one of the most hyped American, in my opinion, brainwashed brands that you could possibly get outside of your, LVs and whatever other Gucci's and all of that, right? You got Supreme. So even when I was watching this, I'm just like it's sometimes it can be distracting. It's very hard to take what someone is saying seriously when this is what they're, because it's like you're saying one thing, but your actions are saying another. But I'm glad that what he described and what was being described about him at the end kind of, again, I'm still weirded out about the Supreme stuff, but but it, it makes sense that no, he probably really knows what he's talking about. And, this outfit is clearly just a drop in the bucket for him. But he definitely clearly knows what he's talking about in terms of finance, because his father was an investment banker, and what I've learned and what I've seen, and just statistically, is when you are raised around a certain mentality around regarding wealth and finance, then it trickles down into you. So this is great to see. I also wanted to share Davido, another Nigerian. Well, he's Nigerian born and raised artist, where he is actually saying the opposite. And I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. All right, he's actually saying the opposite in terms of going back to Nigeria. And my wife actually agreed with his thinking on this. So if y'all are second generation, if your parents are from anywhere in Africa and you can speak on this, I request that you do so. Drop a comment, let me know what you think on both sides, on both videos. I guess the question is, should we be trying to move back, or is there something to move back to? Right? Y'all let me know. Let's watch this one.
My original question was like, so for if people want to leave America and like try to find those...
Leave America and go where?
Back home.
Let's be honest. Go back where? It's not cool back home.
It's not?
My country now is in the economy now is in shambles. Like,
but if people are leaving,
I do my part.
Yeah,
I'm an ambassador. So when I go home and I'm filming and showing, I'm not gonna show the bad parts. I ain't gonna show all the bad parts.
You're not gonna try to slum. You're not gonna show the trenches.
No, I go to the trenches.
Yeah.
I film the trenches, but I'm talking about the situation in the country.
Yeah.
We Nigerians, you know what I'm saying? Like now the exchange rate is messed up. A lot of stuff not going well. You know what I'm saying? The economy is just not good anymore. The oil prices are too high. And imagine a country that produces oil. We produce the oil, and we pay more money for oil than a country that's importing the oil. You know what I'm saying? So there's stuff like that. But regardless, entertainment is one of the things that's made Africa look good.
Yeah.
We do not have the best leaders. That's a fact.
Hell of a thing. So
my original question was like,
so in this video, he's basically describing how, it's not all what it's cracked out to be, right? And he has since, I guess, apologized. I looked it up. He has since kind of did apologize about basically telling us not to go back. But I don't think it negates the fact that he made some, very valid points, which literally I saw the first video the video with Road Timmy, I literally went and asked my wife, like, you know what? I just watched this video. He's telling us to go back. You know, and I've seen it plenty of times. I've seen it on Instagram, like people buying houses in Ghana, and they're just beautiful houses, but they're like they got all these barbed wire around it, and it's like a fortress, and it's like, ooh, like that's kind of strange, right? So I'm asking my wife, like, you know, like what's the real, like like tell me, like, why is it that we're always being told to go by certain individuals, especially certain individuals with money, but these same individuals aren't, they're not like packing up and just, they're not just there, they're not even there for extended amount of time, you know, 3 to 6 months out of the year. I get it, not moving there permanently just because this is home, this is where your family is and your friends are, right? But um especially being born over here. But why is it that they're not even there semi permanently? You know, and she broke it down to me the same way. She actually sent me this video too, the same way DeVito did, in terms of like, you know, it's not all what it's cracked up to be. Like, yeah, there's a lot of benefits there. But even for her, her parents are not there full. They left years ago and never came back, 30 plus years ago, and never, and you know, have not come back or moved back on a permanent basis, not moved back at all. And so she's like, yeah, it's you know, it's got its pros and cons like anywhere. But you know, the economy is trash. It's in the toilet. The, you know, she said like the government system is I mean, we know our government system here in the United States is nothing to to brag about, right? But she's just like, there's so much corruption, just blatant corruption, right? People getting attacked, people getting killed, your money in your bank just comes up missing, and they're just like, oh, you know, there's no laws. It's pretty much, it's like the wild wild west. Like everyone kind of, you know, fends for themselves. And when she's telling me that, I'm thinking again, you know, the videos and stuff that I seen on Instagram where people are like, you know, showing off their, you know, their $150,000 compound in Ghana, but it's, you know, it's wrapped with barbed wire around the entire compound, and you know, they got people standing outside with machine gun or with rifles, and you're just like, is that really how I want to be moving about? You know, and so, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, I question a lot of the people that I know that are here, that are either from Nigeria, or, you know, maybe, you know, parents are from Nigeria, and I'm that's like my main question now is like, is this a realistic idea to go back to Nigeria, or to just go? Like, I know for me, I am one day going to own property in Africa, anywhere in Africa. I know for sure. Will I live there full time? Not sure. When I die, that's where I'm going to have my, that's where I'm going to be laid to rest. But I don't think that I could live there full time, just because all of my roots, unfortunately, are here, right? Parents, grandparents, siblings, and unless everyone in my circle is going to move to Africa, I probably won't move there full time. But as soon as I get to a point, which could be very soon, of full 100% financial independence, and I have the time and the freedom of time, I will be taking extended vacations in my home somewhere in Africa, wherever that is. And I'll definitely be sharing that here. But yeah, if I'm curious, I want y'all's opinion. Like, especially, well, I'm gonna say directly, I want the opinion of those from Africa, or if your parents are from Africa, to like, why, what is this true? Which one is true? Should we, are we just completely brainwashed, and we should be going over to one of these African countries and setting up shop and buying property over there? Or is it like DeVito? Hey, it's nice, but it ain't all what it's cracked up to be. There's not really much to go home to, in a sense. All right, y'all, let me know. I'm genuinely curious. Drop the comments. Start the conversation in the comments. And let's figure this out. All right, y'all, let me know what y'all think. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.